For the past 57 years, the Ocean Beach Fishing Pier has been battered and beaten by the full forces of Mother Nature. Big waves, high tides, and big wind. After all these years and all that abuse, the iconic pier is showing its age big time. Closed once again after huge waves and high tides came rolling in last week.
There is not a really severe damage out there on the pier, but there is a lot of damage out there on the pier. Hundreds of feet of railing has been knocked off due to the high waves.
Chuck Fisher is the owner of the Walking on Water Cafe at the end of the OB Pier. Being a restaurant owner, he knows how to roll with the punches, but he has been punched a lot over the past few years.
You know, we've been through this 3 years, 4 out of the last 5 years, and we've survived. You know, God is faithful, but it's real. I'm going to have to give my staff their last check in a couple of days, and that's real, and their family. And so, but we'll pull together, and I look forward to calling them back, saying, come back to work.
As the longest concrete pier on the West Coast, the OB Pier has always been a tourist destination. More than 500,000 visitors every year, and that does not include the locals. So when big waves and high tides move in, it not only damages the pier, it also damages tourism and the economy.
I think just the general amount of people that are drawn to Ocean Beach because of wanting to either come and see the pier, photograph the pier, or walk on the pier, it just really impacts the business climate in Ocean Beach.
The pier is a huge draw to the whole community right there, and when the pier is closed, the whole community suffers, and they feel the economic impact. And so that's why there's always a rally to get that pier back open, not only for me, but for the whole community.
At this point, we know there is damage, but we do not yet know the extent of that damage. The city now says they might wait until, quote, after the storm season has passed to take a closer look. As you probably know, more storms are lining up for next week, and they are strong.
It moved around a lot of stuff. There were some of the big concrete trash cans that slid across the pier, and we rolled those. They probably about 300 pounds. Some of the benches were moved also, and the benches, from what I heard, takes at least 4 grown men to move those. So there was a lot of water out there pushing a lot of stuff around.
Eventually, this old icon will be coming down. As it stands now, eventually replaced with a state-of-the-art pier and an ocean education center. As for a target day to fix and reopen it this time, they're now talking Memorial Day, just like last year.
Well, I think that wood and the hardware that holds all the wood together has just suffered so much decay over the years. A lot of the wood that I noticed, it's got dry rot, and it's had a lot of water damage for a long time, and it's crumbling out there on some of those posts.